Mississippi. Sorry for the wind, but we got to do what we can do. It's a beautiful day other than the wind's a little high. If y'all notice, if Laura will pan up here, you notice that we got the blackberries cleaned out like I told you we were going to do when we brought you down here the first time. And as a matter of fact, if she'll pan back out over the orchard, you'll see that the orchard, now you can actually see the trees down in here. And when I get my load of mulch in here, we'll actually be mulching around the trees to help them out. But you can see all the trees a lot better. You can see the entire orchard. And when we get the other stuff planted later today, you'll see that even better. But basically what I did was I cleaned up my blackberry. I've got some more blackberries I'm going to put in down here on the low side and also on the upper side right there. But when I do that, what we're going to do is we're going to be planting our blueberries over here, and we're coming over 10 foot is what we're doing. Now the reason we're doing that is because these blueberries, when they're done, they're going to be around 8-10 foot in diameter. And with that being said, you know, we need half of that at least out here. And then these are going to bush out when they come up, and they bush out almost 2 foot or so. So I want a nice walkway down through here is why I'm coming out the way I did. But basically what I'm doing is I came down here to my last blackberry. I'm just going to measure over 10 foot. Right there. And it ain't got to be an exact science. I'm just trying to get it in the general neighborhood. Now I'm going to go on the top side. I'm going to measure over 10 foot. Because when I put these in originally, I ran a string line, so that's the reason I know they're pretty well straight. Now they're not straight with the hill, but they're straight in line. If you actually look at them, they kind of go a slightly angle going up the hill. And I did that on purpose for drainage and stuff. I didn't want water coming down through here and only getting on one or both sides and washing it out. So I kind of catty-cornered it going up. That's what I'm gonna do here on these blueberries. I'm gonna go 10 foot up there, and I got a string line. We're gonna run a string line down through, and I'm gonna make marks. And then I'm gonna get the tiller, and I'm gonna come through here. 10 foot on that side towards y'all on that camera, I'm gonna make another mark and run it up through there. I got Viking berries, boysenberries, and things like that I'm gonna be growing out here too. So y'all come on back and see me as we're getting this done. I wish we'd have got film of us cleaning this up a while ago, but unfortunately we had technical difficulty that we couldn't handle. It's called dogs. And while we were weed eating, they had actually knocked the camera over. So we apologize for that, and wish we could have brought it to you, but we didn't. So hopefully y'all come on back and watch the rest of this. in and over the top of one another. Does that make sense? All right, let's come over 10 foot here first. We're gonna be pushing it, baby. I might have to, like I told you before, I might have to take that mower and come back and go around that edge right there. Just a but, all right, let's go all the way to the top and then we'll move that over and then we'll start the.
Okay, when you head to the top, my hold on to the end down here. I can see you there. I'm probably not going to be able to see you down here.
I just gotta tell you, I just caused this cat to attack this dog. I'm sorry, Grizz. On camera and everybody know, I'm sorry. I accidentally stepped on her tail by mistake. She was underneath my feet over here and I stepped on her tail. And when she turned around, I guess she thought that it was him because she turned around and she jumped all over the Grizz like he was the one getting her tail. So I got them into a fight and I'm sorry, Grizz. Oh, he's turning his back on me. Oh well. What? Are you mad at me too? Are you mad at me too? Huh? Grizz. What, buddy? You want to see my eyes, don't you? Oh, now you don't want to see me. Now you don't want to see me. Are y'all going to be friends? Y'all going to be friends? There you go. Lick on the dolly. Tell her you're sorry. Dolly, there you go. Duck your head. There you go. Good girl. Alright, all's forgiven. Hey y'all, if y'all remember when I walked y'all down here before and talked about how I was setting the orchard up and what the dream and the vision, I guess, not dream, the vision I had for this. This is more it right here. You can see that my blackberries, I got some more weed block to put down. But the weed block will come down on either side of my blackberries and come all the way down. Then I'll have this black tarp that I said is actually lumber wrap. That's for the mulch to go on. This is the reason we've got multiple truckloads of mulch that we're going to be trucking in here, because I want this mulched up between here. Then you've seen us lay out the next 2 lines of blueberries. Both of them will have the same tarp in between them and the mulch down through there. This is what I had envisioned all along, so that you could see when it's done. And by the time I put my stake here, I put my stake up there, I'm gonna come on out here eventually with some more blackberries on this other side here. Past that, I'm gonna put some boysenberries and some other things, and then past that, on that slope that's going that I didn't mow, is actually going to start being grapes over there. We already have multiple muscadines up at the house. I would like to get some both Concord grapes and some white grapes both going. But yeah, this is what we're looking at. This was what I was trying to get y'all to envision all along. And what you'll see is I'll actually come down through here with some straw, and I'll actually cover up that weed barrier with some straw, because that's normally your best thing to put down below your blackberries. I was going to actually do them like you do grapes, where you put white rock down, and I was advised by somebody that would actually put too much heat and too much energy on your blackberries, and it would actually cause it harm. So I'm gonna go with what we know is proven, and that is the straw underneath. So as always, it's going to be a journey. Y'all get to come along with me and get to see how this thing going to finally end when it's all there and said and done. But I still got some more tilling to do. If you notice, the upper part up there is tilled. That's for the other blackberries that we got the other day that I'm going to add to this collection. I went ahead and tilled the ground below the weed block so I can, one, let it air out, but number two is it would already be turned over. I'm going to turn over a row, and I'll turn it over another row for my 2 blueberries. And that way I can actually amend it with the peat moss and the other things that I'm wanting to amend it with. And that way it's a little bit easier when you till that ground. But it will get weed blocked just like this, and then it will get the walkway lumber wrap in between it. So y'all come on, join us on this trip. We ain't out of daylight yet, so I'm still going to keep on working until I just ain't got no daylight left. So let's see what we get done today. Hey, if y'all remember when I showed y'all this, I showed you that this had fallen over and had taken root. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, and I just cut that. Now I've got 2 plants. That one's going to stay right where it is. I'm actually going to move the second one that took root to my last hole down here that I didn't have any blackberry in. I was actually going to let some wild blackberries that were growing up there try to take up, and I decided, you know what, I got this other one that needs to be moved and put in line, so let's go ahead and dig it up now. The worst that can happen is I lose it. It was already a secondary by the way it had rooted here, so but we're going to come out here. The bottom of it's actually right there, so I'm going to come out here so far. I did step on it. I know it looked like that in the camera, but I did. Alright, come on out. That honey from that hive. You smell it? Yeah, I think it's because that sun's on that hive there toward the end of the day like it does. try to break this up a little bit so I can actually see the root and place it where I need it to be. Big old earthworm, huh? Now at this point, I'm not actually pulling on the roots for the blackberry. What I'm trying to do is get this old grass off the top of it. Right in here, these are the roots off that blackberry. See them right in here? Okay, that's the roots off that blackberry. Remember I told you the other day there was one, I told you when it went in the ground there was one coming up. That's it right there. Okay, it's very small. It's down there underneath this. You're probably not going to see it in the camera, but it's right there. So I need to make sure I pull this Johnson grass away from it, get it out of the way, so that little one can come on and do what it needs to do. Got a couple of like that Johnson grass right there. I need to get that out of there. See how them roots are? So if you're wondering why I'm taking it all down to the bare roots, I'm trying to do it because I'm transplanting it and I don't want to bring nothing that's going to choke it out right now. This ground's so wet still and muddy. See how clumping it is? That's right, earthworm. Get on down there. Some of Gordner's best friends. where we got that extra one planted, transplanted rather. We're just gonna see how it does. It was already rooted like that. The leaves were already coming out and then turning back up. So I didn't want to try to switch it around. The roots were already established. So we transplanted it. We're gonna let it do its thing. Let's hope we're gonna water it, put a little fertilizer on it, see what she does. We're gonna let them 2 rows lay over for the night. They're just a hair wet. You see how clumpy it was when I was going through it. I'll till it up again tomorrow morning after it's had time to air out a little bit. I'll till it again, and when I till it this next time, I'll actually add the peat moss to it to add a little acidity to it when I cut it back in. So I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm tired. I've had a long day. I'm gonna go plant a few things up in the box. I'll show y'all that here in a little bit. But my hard day of doing this and putting trees and stuff out, I think it's pretty well over. I'm gonna go plant a few things up there in the front. I got some more strawberries to plant and things. Lettuce, the other things you saw us get today. So we're gonna go up there and do that. Y'all come and join us on that. Let's make another adventure. Hey y'all, as you see, we got the strawberries in. We went ahead and put our marigolds in and went ahead and got our straw on our bed for tonight. It's supposed to get down 34 degrees tonight, so we went ahead and get some straw on here. These Ozark Beauties we planted today have already got blooms on them. Some's even got little bitty strawberries. We might lose a few of the strawberries because of the transplant, and I'm hoping we don't, but we're gonna see. But as y'all see, we've got an entire bed full of strawberries here and right there in front of you. And I've actually done them a little bit better this year than I did like I did last year, where I just put them in a bed and didn't really take care of them. I'm actually bed them down with their straw like they're supposed to and stuff. So we're gonna see how this does. I'm gonna actually throw in some fertilizer in a couple of weeks after they've had time to take root and establish. We've got to go take care of family stuff this evening, or I would be down there in the field right now digging holes for all the trees, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 15 trees to put in the ground, not counting the, what'd you say a while ago, 11 blueberry, the 11 blueberry, the 4 blackberries, and two of the Viking berries, 2 of the boysenberries, 2 of the raspberries, 3 hops, and 3 grapes. So yeah, if you know, my planting time for the next couple of days is pretty well filled up, not counting getting the English peas, the lettuce, the romaine, and everything else in the radishes planted. So yeah, I think Laura's going to take over and put the English peas in tomorrow while I do some of the more hardier stuff with the trees and the bushes and the blueberries and stuff down there. We were going to, as we told y'all before, we were going to leave this side over here open. We've decided that we're going to put 1 or 2 beds. We're still debating, but we're going to put at least 1 bed there, 1 bed here, and 1 bed there. And what we're going to do is actually butt it up to it and bring it out. We have enough room before we get to where our truck has to get in the back at to do 1 more bed coming straight off of this. But if we just do 1, that gives us an area to walk in between it all the way around. We're debating on doing the 2nd bed in with something. We're still debating on that, but we know for a fact the 3rd bed on each end will be open, and we're going to actually make some extra beds in here. We ain't quite figured out what we're going to put in there yet, but I will tell you this, that since you got a picture of me there, we're going to do a long bed starting even with my fence coming this way, going that way, and then right behind this bed, right about right here, tomorrow I'm going to measure out and I'm going to start 2 beds right here, because we've got to get the carrots in the ground. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. They've got to get put in the ground. So we're going to put the carrots here and here. As you see, this is full sun in the morning, but where our sun's setting behind the house, it's in shade over here. So I'm thinking maybe that'll keep the temperature down on my carrots a little bit. So I'm hoping that will help me protect my carrots a little bit. But we're going to get them beds put in over here. We'll have the long bed all the way down this side of the road to get into the back. This is all stuff, plans that we have. Kind of like I told you, the plans we had back there, and you're starting to see how them are coming along. You'll start seeing the plans for this come along. And sometime this summer, we'll actually come in here and we're going to put down a bunch of rock after we get this scraped down. So we have a nice, good, drivable surface into our back. We've also got a shed to put together down there that was given to me. It's a carport type thing. We're going to use it to put the lawnmowers under, because right now they're just sitting, both of them are sitting over here. Because unfortunately here at this piece of property, they didn't build any outbuildings at all hardly. So I got nothing to put anything in. That's the reason why I've got my tools sitting up here. I had my weed eater sitting out here. It's one of them situations where I need to get a building built as fast as I can. But look, y'all see what we got done today. You seen how we were getting it done down there. We appreciate y'all coming along with the journey today. We ask that y'all have a blessed day, and as always, be safe.